convinced about that. The other thing is, I think there probably is evidence that things like ADHD are on the rise, and whether that's a diagnostic issue or a physiological response to some of these things is a question. But dealing with a lot of people who have ADHD, they need the stimulus to actually concentrate. So, I mean, I don't know, are there any people in the room who can't write unless they're listening to music? I mean, there are many people who need something else going on in the background in order to concentrate. And so I think we have to be careful about generalizing, but the research is interesting.
Okay, one more question. Rafa?
First of all, to make a sort of comment, I'm probably one of the oldest people in the room, if not the oldest, and I'm all about the future. The future is all I give a shit about. And the thing that really pisses me off about the fact I won't live forever is I'm not going to find out what happened. So, having said that, I'll also say I'm a transhumanist. And I see all of this as basically an evolutionary step. And I don't see the top end of the ape as being the next step. We're going beyond that. So this is all about preparing for the next evolutionary shift, which isn't going to be biology. So really what I'm seeing here is, it's all effort to try and find out where we're going. Just think about being a person who has a chip in their head, as a human being, has a chip in their head, which means you're constantly access the internet, your phone calls come into your head, you think yes or no, I won't take that phone call. You get text messages and you can read them without looking at them, you just get them. You have video that constantly records everything you see. There's no need for a camera. Why do you need a camera? You've got a camera. You remember everything you've ever seen. And memory then becomes something that's complete. Like you have a life, you remember it. And eventually you won't have a life. You will be immortal. You will live forever because you won't be biology, which needs repairing. We no need for help on the internet because you don't have health problems. You put a new piece in, whatever is needed, and you just go on from there.
I guess the overpopulation becoming a serious
problem. It depends on Charlie and how many you make. The huge problem here is how do we do this step without losing our humanity? Because who's going to program us? How are we going to, how do we get rid of the baggage? And how do we keep art? It's the most important question.
Yes or no?
We actually do need to wrap up. And before we go, what I'd like to do is I'd like to throw the topic question to you guys. Based on the things that you've heard, based on the way that you feel, what do you feel that digital technology, your PDAs, your computer, internet, do you feel more informed now? You can define informed any way that you want, than you used to. Hand up if you feel more informed in a significant way. Okay? Hands up if you feel less informed. Or if you feel that digital technology is not helping. Less what? Undecided. Undecided. Okay, how many are undecided? Who's on the fence? There's a lot of people who didn't vote. And interesting perspective. And I guess that's the last question that I'd like to throw to our panel, which is just from your gut feeling of whatever your definition of informed is, whether that's informed socially, whether that's connected to your friends and family, whether that's the ability to access information or facts or figures that you need in your daily life or in your work life. Do you feel that this technology is helping to keep you more informed?
All I really want to say is know what you're getting yourself into and set limits. I think that's a basic way. I think people really need to know more and get more educated about what they're doing and some of the consequences, and learn how to set limits. You know, we as humans need to set limits to all our behavior, and I think that's a good basis to start from.
Okay, so I feel more informed, but I also feel less connected and more stressed. More informed, not necessarily better informed, and I like to put this connection with engagement, not more engaged necessarily, in different ways. It depends.
More informed, connection about the same, and definitely more stress.
All right, well, I'd like to thank all of you for participating in this afternoon's Café Scientifique. If you are not on the mailing list and have not received the snazzy new newsletter, HTML newsletter, I'm sure you know talking about it, and you would like to, because who wouldn't like to, please do come and see me, and I'll write your name down, your email address down, or you can go to Café Scientifique.